Close your eyes and imagine there is a garden, not an ordinary one. This garden does not exist on any map, nor in any memory of the day. It appears only when the clock strikes midnight, as if time itself opens a secret doorway, hidden between crumbling ruins of a forgotten estate, wrapped in silver mist. Its gates remain invisible to the waking world. Only those who wander alone with restless hearts may stumble upon the faint glow of its roses, roses that never wither, never bow to the sun. Long ago the stories whisper, the garden belonged to a young noblewoman. Her beauty was spoken of in hushed tones, but behind her graceful smile lay a soul heavy with loneliness. Every night she walked among the roses, listening only to the sighs of the wind and the soft cry of owls. No laughter, no warmth, only silence. But one night, everything changed. He appeared, a wanderer, pale as moonlight itself, with eyes glowing faintly red like dying embers. He was not of her world. He was not mortal, a creature of shadow, a vampire, bound to the night and cursed by eternity. Yet instead of fear, she felt recognition. He did not harm her. He did not bare his fangs. He only listened, and in his presence, for the first time, her silence was broken. Her voice was heard. Her heart, long numb, began to stir. They spoke of dreams, of freedom beyond the chains of time, of love untouched by the cruelty of day. Night after night he returned, and the roses glowed brighter, as if they too were drinking from their secret joy. But with love comes danger. Whispers traveled beyond the ruins. The villagers noticed the girl's strange absence, her distant smile, her eyes that shone as if lit from within. And fear always follows love that defies rules. On the final night, the air itself trembled with unrest. Torches lit the horizon. Shouts echoed in the dark, and the villagers stormed toward the ruins. The girl fled into the garden, her heart racing, her dress catching the roses as she ran. But when she crossed the threshold, the gates sealed shut behind her with a thunderous silence. She cried out his name. She begged the night not to take him, but the mist thickened, the roses dimmed, and the vampire was gone. When the villagers broke perhaps he still waits there too, bound to the memory of their love. Or perhaps the garden itself has learned hunger, feeding on souls that cannot resist its beauty. No one knows for sure, but one truth never changes. The roses never die, and the whispers never stop. So if one night, when you cannot sleep, you hear your name carried by the wind, be careful, because once you enter the midnight garden, you may never return. But maybe, just maybe, that is exactly what you desire, because in the silence of eternity, the garden remembers, and it waits for you. Yet the whispers say more. If you dare to listen closely, some claim they have heard her voice, singing soft lullabies that do not belong to this world. Others speak of shadows with glowing eyes that move silently between the roses, watching, waiting. The roses themselves seem alive. Their petals shimmer like drops of blood in the moonlight. Their thorns sharp as fate. If you touch them, they say, you may feel warmth, as if the flowers remember every heartbeat that has passed through their hidden gates. The mist grows thicker the deeper you go. Each step feels both